Welcome back to the garden. Today is a beautiful day, and today's the day I'm going to start the project on the tipped over tub or tipped over basket within my well. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. So I've just done a little bit of maintenance on my daffodils, and these aren't quite ready to cut off completely. I'll drop the link down below as to why I have done this with them. But I've been preparing it, easy for you to say, so I can actually go ahead and get the tub in place. I'm maybe going to add some goodness to it, so a little bit of compost. Certainly going to give it a good water because it is bone dry. And then I'm going to start placing out the pots and maybe some of the plants that I want in this display this year. So it really is a case of using what I've got, and I really wanted a basket, I'm not going to lie to you, but I haven't got one. But I have got quite a few old pots which are a little bit worse for wear, which will actually work really well with what I want it to do for drainage in here. So, and I've got some old structure from a mini greenhouse which I'm going to try and make the most of here and try and create something that I think is going to look pretty cool up in this corner. A lot of my cottage theme garden are very subtle colours, with my roses and my rhododendrons, foxgloves, etc. So when these actually open out, it's going to look fabulous but very subtle. So I wanted something in this corner pretty bold, and that's why I've gone for these surfinia petunias, because I really think they're going to catch the eye. So let's get into actually placing these out and see if we can actually make something work in this corner. Although it's eye-catching, that seems to be way too high. I'm going to see if I can sink these in a little bit better. Oh, that was harder than it needed to be. This is what I've gone for in the end. I've tried a couple of different ways, I didn't like it, and this is the best option. So I'll talk you through what I'm going to do. So here in the pot is going to be the red surfinias, and all round the bottom just here is going to be red. To the sides and to the rear, just going to be a light yellow. And then I'm going to get all the front planted up as well with red. So the idea being, tipped over bucket, tipped over basket, it flows in tiers down here. So I'm hoping it'll look good. So I'm going to actually go ahead and get it planted today. I'm going to add some goodness to this, bit of compost, bit of soil, give it a really good water, bit of compost, bit of soil, and get planting. Just before I do, I'm actually going to just secure it with a couple of cable ties. Just get quite windy up here, and I don't want the top of the pot just flying off. This was a birthday present I had off the wife, so I'm actually christening it on a pretty cool project. The cable ties wouldn't quite fit through. I could make a bigger hole, but I'm not being that precious over it. This is just simply to secure it for the summer. It'll be coming down in winter anyway. But that's pretty sturdy. So it doesn't matter what variety you go for, I'm going for these deep red. I always recommend that you plant in block colours, meaning you pretty much use the same colour for pretty much all of it. I am going to use a different colour just around the edges, just to see if I can put a bit of contrast while it's tipping over. But let's get into the planting. I've changed my mind. It's going to go all red. So I'm going to give this a really good water, then I'm probably going to give it a little bit of seaweed feed once it soaks in a little bit, so maybe an hour or two after it's completely soaked in, and that will just help get them started in the best way. And then it's just a case of hopefully keeping the slugs off and then watching it bloom throughout the summer, which I'm quite excited because you can see bits and bobs on it, like you can see the stand and things like that, which you won't see once it starts to grow and fill out. Even the plants from the base are more than likely going to cover the majority of the bottom of the pot. So I'm quite excited to see how it goes. So let me know down below if you guys are planning anything like this, or whether you're just getting your hanging baskets ready or your pots ready for the end of May. I'm taking a bit of a gamble. I realise we've got a few more plants on reserve in case the frost does nip these, but I think we'll be okay for the next couple of weeks anyway. But if you enjoyed the video, then please give it a big thumbs up and drop a comment down below, as it helps share it out to others who love gardening just like we do. But until next time, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the garden. Take care, guys.